Premises is the place to be, with about 3,065 seating capacity.
NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises provides a well-secured land and car parking lot for your wedding receptions, birthday parties, religious and school activities.
Our conference hall is convenient for company annual general meetings, lectures, seminars, and workshops, with just 200,000 naira only.
You can use our entire space and also have your event covered with a token, which will be aired on our social diary program, Larrying.
For more inquiries, please contact our marketing department, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Ted Joy Show, or call Chibuzo
on 0812 324 5519
and email
on 003 830 1669.
NTA Lagos premises affordable just for you.
This is why
expert advocates support for communities in crisis. Bridging gap between theory and practice, correspondent examines the importance of industrial training for students. Plus, latest, the world of sport. Good evening and welcome to the News at 7 on NTA Channel 10 Lagos. My name is Deborah Akingbein Agbola. Now the news info. The world today marks World Humanitarian Day, with the theme strengthening solidarity and empowering communities. As a dedicated humanitarian workers, remember those who risk their lives to save others, and also highlights the urgent need to support communities in distress. Jesus Thomas tells us more.
exists in isolation, and no response can succeed alone. This is why the theme of World Humanitarian Day 2025, strengthening global solidarity and empowering local communities, is so timely.
Every year, millions of people across the globe face the challenges of natural disasters and displacement. Humanitarian workers, therefore, often in dangerous conditions, to provide life-saving assistance, food, shelter, medical, and protection. World Humanitarian Day is a solemn reminder of their sacrifice and urgent call to ensure that vulnerable populations are not left behind.
It's a nice time for us to celebrate them. At the same time, it's also a moment to go in depth into activities of organizations, have a review everything, and look at changes and how these and challenges can be submerged through support from corporate organizations, philanthropies, and individuals, and everybody as a whole. How they can support what the humanitarian organizations are doing, and how they can be part of it also.
This is a theme, strengthening solidarity and empowering communities, and of course the idea that true humanitarian service goes beyond relief. It is about helping communities to stand on their own, from supporting local initiatives to building resilience against future crises. Humanitarian efforts aim to give people not just survival, but dignity and hope.
And resource mobilization has been a big challenge. Has been a big challenge, because a lot of activities are there to preserve the life of people who have humanitarian challenges. At the same time, we need to know that behavioral change is equally very, very important, because most of this flooding that we experience in our communities as a result of carelessness.
And the world faces growing humanitarian challenges, from climate change to forced migration. Message is there, solidarity is not optional. It is essential. By standing together and empowering communities, the spirit of humanity can prevail, ensuring that no one is left alone in times of crisis. In Lagos, this is most news.
In any given society, emergencies occur, and the impact can be devastating, especially when there's no proactive measures put in place. Lagos, as an aquatic state, is prone to various forms of ecological disaster as well as man-made emergencies. Most actively, this report examines the effort of the state government in emergency preparedness and mitigation policies across Lagos metropolis. Here's what.
Lagos State, like every other state, is not immune to various forms of disasters such as building collapse, flooding, road crashes, and fire incidents. The majority of these incidents are man-made, therefore preventable. Preventing fire must building on a waterlogged land, building without standard materials, building on waterways, blocking of energies, excessive speed, overloading, and driving with worn-out tires are human factors that lead to disasters. However, in the event of catastrophe, residents are encouraged to call emergency toll-free lines 767 and 112.
When there was a fire incident on the road here, I was one of those people that called and responded. When we have issues on the road, they are always there quickly to ensure that things are back to normality.
We run a 2-7 project, but we run shifts. It's a 3-shift pattern, morning, afternoon, night.
Mitigate the impact of disasters across metropolis. Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, activates effective coordination among stakeholders, which include Lagos State Fire and City Rescue, Federal Safety Corps, Lagos State Ambulance Service, the Police Command, and State Environmental Health Monitoring Unit.
The key thing in here is that we share information with all the key stakeholders, we plan together, we build capacity together, we have equipment, and we have biceps to respond to the emergency in Lagos.
So you have best for all of the stakeholders. So once they receive the incident, as led from the call center, they will dispatch the relevant agency that have the resources, both men and equipment, to handle the search and rescue operations.
The habilitation of the teams is part of emergency management and mitigation policy in the state.
We're able to build relief center in all the 3 states like districts. We have one at Igoro. That's where we can have about close to 5,000 IDPs. We have one at Agowa. Now, the state now donated in another relief center at Agowa. One can accommodate close to 10,000 IDPs.
There is however need for increased level of public awareness regarding emergency protocols, especially administering first aid measures before the arrival of emergency responders. In Lagos, Musa Tolier, NTA News.
And now to other matters. With classroom knowledge not enough, industrial training is helping students bridge the gap between theory and practice. Oyekosala Ojade in this report explores the complexity of this experience for the students.
Or attachments are designed by tertiary institutions to prepare and expose undergraduate students to the real world of work through hands-on experience. During this period of attachments, usually for a specific period or between 3 months to 1 year, students are sent to industries or establishments for practical training. For many of the students, it is their first experience of coming face-to-face with some of the production implements they have been taught in class and how they are used in actual production. These have helped sharpen their skills, exposing them to new work environments while also making them confident in their craft. In Nigeria, students depending on the course of study undergo varying levels of this training, either through the Student Industrial Work Experience Scheme, SIWES, or the Industrial Training Platform called IT.
It's a very nice and useful initiative because it helps place time, but I like to use the benefits. It's just the benefits to hand. Generally, the real world experience and outside experience go around the four walls of the classroom.
Industrial training this helps me a lot because I have the opportunity to learn on things that I don't know.
For many of the students, it is an opportunity to grow. Experts on their part say industrial training plays a major role in bridging the gap between theory and practice.
Industry requires constant practice, and industrial training offers students a place to practice, make mistakes, and take corrections. And then again, working outside city professionals allow the students to absorb practical knowledge faster.
So what is important is to elevate the scope of internship to be able to success. Because we need to make it a lot more entrance, a lot more impactful. But we need to give incentives to employers to expand the scope of their internship.
In very few cases, some of the students are turned to mere errand boys and girls who are not allowed to go near critical operational areas or equipment. Academic experts found at this.
Parents should not be the primary function and should not dominate the student work duties, because there should be a balance between skilled related work and support of errands. So, for instance, 80 to 20%. Of course, we can completely remove such.
Industrial training continues to serve as that bridge, helping students not only to gain knowledge but also build confidence and competencies for life after graduation. In Lagos, Uni Kosola or Jelali, NT News.
Now, we've got 1 minute and please don't go away.
It's giving me problem for some time. I don't like people. I feel suffering yourself. Why not try solar? That's what they promised last time. Give me problem. It did not work. They just said my money. Go for 5 months and American good lab battery. Original with full approval. We also have super Zantress inverters, Zantress solar battery, Zantress panel, MPPT controllers, solar free light marketed by SC Nice Material Limited. Visit them at FM and 11 Plus Plaza at Alaba Road Junction in Alaba International Market, Lagos. 5 months and Zantress America available only in electrical shops. National Ring with 0803 680 or 003 964 415. 5 months and Zantress America solar as well. I will go for grace like this. One more for my kitchen. Just let me live my lips. I use them and if you listen with this, it's not the best. If you listen, yeah, I'm for my city. I'll go for like this. It's mama do, 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 it's like this. It's mama do, 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 it's mama do.
Thank you for staying to Excel News on NT Channel 10 Lagos. Now to Foreigners with Toby Peters. Let's join her.
Paul Kobe, son of Crown Princess of Norway, Matthias Merritt faced criminal charges, including rape and domestic abuse, related to his 2018 and 2024. While he denies most allegations, he plans to plead guilty to minor charges. His trial is set for January, and he could face up to 10 years in prison if convicted. Moving on, John Tile in Burkina Faso has expelled UN representative Darou Flore after a report accused state forces of child abuse and recruitment. The government led by Ibrahim Traoré dismissed the claims as baseless. Flore replaced Baba Maze, who was also expelled in 2022. The UN has yet to respond officially. That is on foreign news. Peter Stobiloba, NTA News.
Thank you to the now to entertainment news. Grammy winning star Burna Boy has set another record, becoming the first African artist to make the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 straight years. Nafisa Muhammad has more on entertainment, please.
Burna Boy has again raised the bar for African music on the global stage. He became the first African act to secure a spot on the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 consecutive years. The latest entry debuted at number 94 extended a remarkable run on the chart. This milestone marks Burna Boy's 7th appearance on the Billboard Hot 100, setting a new African record. Burna Boy's steady run on the Billboard chart shows not only his success worldwide, but also how African artists is becoming more recognized around the world. Moving on, Nigerian music director CJ Omori has opened up about the future of medical treatment, saying the money spent will have bought him 2 Mercedes-Benz GLE and Mercedes-Benz C300. The popular director shared this on his X-handle, adding that the experience has shown that health is truly wealth. And that's it on entertainment news. Nafisa Muhammad, NTA News.
Up next is a sport update with Olumide Egutola.
Nigeria's D Tigers will face West African rival Senegal in a highly anticipated quarterfinal showdown at the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket after the Lions sealed their place with their 4th playoff victory over South Sudan, 78-65. Nigeria head into the clash after sweeping their group with 3 straight victories, including 99-90 victory over Cameroon. Nigeria vs Senegal quarterfinal clash is scheduled for Wednesday. In football, Nigeria's home-based Super Eagles face a decisive test against Congo. Their final group match at the ongoing African Nations Championship Tuesday. The Eritrean Eagles are going to the contest under intense pressure after back-to-back defeats to Senegal and Sudan, which have left them rooted to the bottom of Group B. Meanwhile, Congo remains unbeaten after 2 consecutive draws.
This is the time for this guy. They need to show the quality and not bad things.
In another development, in one of the largest youth gymnastic meets in Southern Africa, Team Nigeria, which includes NLNGRE and TIG International Club, excelled at the Central Gymnastics Center Club competition. Oluwapelumi Sami of NLNGRE won gold, describing her victory as a dream come true. Team TIG won 2 gold, 5 silver and a bronze medal.